what do I need to do for us to at least have one movie, one video game movie where it's actually at least average? Come on. Is that so hard to ask? Assassin's Creed stars Michael Fassbender, Marion Collitard, and Michael Fassbender, he plays Callum Lynch. He killed a guy and now he's on death row and he's been killed by lethal injection, and then he woke up into this secret organization where they want to connect him to the Animus to access his ancestors' memories, to find the apple, to save humanity and prevent aggression and prevent anger and prevent people hating each other. This movie had so much potential. Like, I could see the potential on screen, but really it had a hard time revealing that potential. And I heard this quote from a great friend of mine. He said, "It's not how many hours you put in, it's what you put in those hours." And I feel like the director put in those hours in this film, but what he put in those hours was pretty much a bore fest of Assassin's Creed stuff. And when I say the bore fest Assassin's Creed stuff, I mean most of the film takes place in real time, and really I couldn't really get behind that because of all the boring sequences and very slow paced sequences that was throughout the film, where I was just going in and out of the film. But then when it switched to the action sequences in 1492, where he plays his ancestor Algair, I was really into the action sequences, and very much it was really good to look at. Like, the cinematography was pretty good. And then I kind of got frustrated with the action sequences because there was shaky cam involved with the action sequences that really was going in and out the fight. So then after they was doing these shaky cam, they was switching it to him being connected to the machine. But usually in the video game, Desmond Miles, he's connected to the machine and he's actually sitting down Matrix style while he's being connected to the machine. But in this movie it's a little different. He's now connected to a machine, and pretty much everything he does when he's connected to his ancestors' memories, he's actually miming it in real life in the empty room connected to the machine. So I wonder what it looks like if he's having sex. I mean, there was a twist, but it didn't really bother me. It was just jarring just watching it because the way it's just switched. Connected to the machine, ancestors' dreams. Connected to the machine, ancestors' dreams. Connected to the machine, ancestors' dream. Shaky cam. Ancestors' dreams, connected to the machine, shaky cam. It was going really back and forth. We were switching to shaky cam, action sequences, and then back to him connected to the machine, and it was very jarring, and I had a hard time trying to follow what was going on with the action sequence. Everyone was playing themselves. I mean, none of them really gave out a memorable performance. And when I say that, they didn't really give a performance where I was actually invested in their character, because they did a terrible job of developing their characters. Like, think of this. Callum Lynch, she's the main star character of this movie. Michael Fassbender, he won an Academy Award for many roles. Marion Collitard is Academy Award winner. Jeremy Irons is Academy Award winner. But I just feel like Jeremy Irons was... There's a little hope of helplessness that make good men cruel. And Marion Collitard was just meh. And Michael Fassbender was Michael Fassbender. I mean, his character, Callum Lynch, was not even established. Like, if you ask me these questions about this whole entire movie, please ask me. Alright, go. What is this character's backstory? He killed a guy. Why did he kill the guy? What was his motivation? What was his point? Why did he kill the guy? I don't know. Does this character have any layers, or does he have any problems or anything like that? Like, what is his motivation? Like, what is his conviction? What is his motivation? Oh, that's pretty much it. His character was not well developed, and I really couldn't follow his character or really get into his character. And pretty much the whole entire movie revolves around him in real time. And then there is this plausible ending, I guess, that I didn't really follow or lost track of, or him just doing some weird pose. But I gotta tell you, this movie had potential. It had good cinematography, too much shaky cam. The action sequences was pretty good. and it tried to hint a sequel, which I'm not really interested in the sequel because of I couldn't get into the movie or none of his characters. So I gotta give this movie a Val Kilmer Batman. This is a below to average movie. I couldn't get into none of the characters. I couldn't get into the story, which is an interesting story. I mean, they paid homage to the video game. Fighting choreography paid homage to the video game. I like all their moves and fighting styles. Exactly 100% great, and it was based off the video game. Every action sequence was on the video game. I like that. They paid homage to the video game, and the story was based off the video game. I think it's based off the first Assassin's Creed storyline. Alright guys, have you seen this movie? What do you think about it? Comment on the board. I'm going to do a review for Incarnate. It's coming to you real soon. And also, I did a review for Space Between Us. Now, that's an old video, so if you've seen that review, I said something about check out my Star Wars Rogue One review. Yeah, that video was old because I've been having my Star Wars Rogue One review. But still, check out my Star Wars Rogue One review, and I will do a spoiler. Alright guys, thank you for watching. If you like everything you see and you agree, click right here. Join me in the Batman family. I have more Batman-tastic reviews on the way. You have been warned. Till then, ciao.